Okay, good morning. We are going to start over today, trying the videos again. I know yesterday didn't work, so hopefully today we have a little bit better luck. This video is going over the health test that you guys took before break. So we are going to start with that, and then I'm going to do a separate video for the notes and things that we need to get done for today. All right, so get your test answer sheets out, and we're going to go over the correct answers to the test. All right, starting with number 1. Menstruation and ovulation usually occur at the same time. That is false. Menstruation is a female's period, and that occurs about 2 weeks after ovulation. Number 2, low self-esteem is a negative effect of early sexual activity. That is true. 3, I will become more healthy is an accurate way to write a goal. That is false. It is too general. There needs to be more specific answers in there. Number 4, when setting a goal, you must also set a realistic time frame. That is true. You cannot have a goal and say, hey, I'm going to lose 1 pound in the next 6 years. That is not a goal. That is not giving you a time frame to actually accomplish anything. So you need to have a realistic time frame when setting your goal. Number 5, assertive behavior will sometimes use name calling to get your point across. That is false. Assertive behavior is constructive and kind while sticking up for yourself. So it is not something where you are going to be talking badly about someone else. All right, number 6. Sperm is made in the prostate gland inside the male body. So that's number 6. And number 6 is false. Sperm is actually made inside the testicles, and semen is made inside the prostate gland. So that is false. Number 7, finding something you like to do and doing it is a way to raise your self-esteem. Absolutely. It helps make you feel better about yourself. You meet friends and people that like the same things you do. So that is true. Number 8, the cervix is the opening at the end of the uterus that must dilate to 10 centimeters for a baby to be born. That is true. 9, the stomach is where the baby is housed and develops while inside the mother. That is false. The uterus, which is below the stomach, is in a whole different organ, a whole different thing, is where the baby is housed and develops. So that's inside the uterus. So that one is false. 10, semen and an ovary must unite to create a baby. And that is also false. So we're looking over here. Number 10 is false. You're looking for a sperm and an ovum, which is the male reproductive cell. The ovum is the female reproductive cell. And those two must unite to create a baby. 11, a passive person likes conflict. Absolutely not. A passive person hates conflict. They would do anything to avoid conflict. So no, that is false. 12, being pressured to be perfect can cause a person to have low self-esteem. And that is true because they're constantly feeling like they're never good enough. They can never measure up. They never are as perfect as somebody else wants them to be. So that starts to make them feel bad about themselves. So that is true. 13, guilt is one of the 6 major emotions that people experience. And 13 is true. 14, abstinence means refusing to participate in high-risk behaviors. Absolutely. Abstinence is the refusal of any high-risk behavior, such as sexual activity, partaking in drug use, or alcohol consumption. You can practice abstinence from all of those things. So that is true. Okay, we're moving on to the scenarios. Turn in your page. Okay, so with this first scenario, you're going to, if you read the instructions up here, it says arrange the following statements and or questions in the correct order to help each person in the situation appropriately handle their emotions. Not every statement will be used. So, a new student has moved into your neighborhood. They live right next door to your best friend. You and your best friend have known each other your whole life, and you are closer to them than even some of your family members. The new student and your best friend are becoming really good friends too, and sometimes they don't include you in everything. So, you need to decide, you're obviously feeling some emotions. You need to decide which question you ask yourself first to help you figure out how to handle this emotion. So for number 15, the first thing that you are going to ask yourself is B. It is, what emotion am I feeling? So that's what you start with. What am I feeling? Am I angry? Am I frustrated? Am I sad? Am I disappointed? Am I jealous? So what emotion are you feeling? Second thing is E. Why am I feeling this way? Is it that my best friend's ignoring me? Is it that someone else is trying to take my best friend? What is it, and why are you feeling that way? 17, what's the third thing you ask yourself? That answer is A. What are some ways I can handle this situation? And this might be where you write down positive and negative things. So any way that you can handle this situation, get it out there, help free your mind from it, write it down, see it on paper. And then the fourth thing is 18 is D. Okay, so the last thing you'll ask yourself is, what is the best solution to this situation? So you wrote them all down, and 17, number 3 was, what are some ways you can handle it? Now you need to pick the best one, the healthiest one, the one that is going to help resolve the situation and help make you feel better and healthier in all regards. So that is that first situation. Second situation, your brother has been on the computer on his social media sites for over an hour. You need the computer for a research project you have to do. You told him twice that you need the computer. Using effective communication skills, how would you ask him to get off the computer? So number 19, the first thing you're going to do is B. You're going to tell him how you are feeling. So you're going to say, I feel frustrated. That's the first step in an I statement. How are you feeling? What do you say? I feel what? So this person's feeling frustrated. I feel frustrated. Second thing, 20 is E. When you won't get off the computer. So when are you feeling this? What are they doing that's causing you to feel this emotion? And then explain it. So the third thing that you're going to do is explain it, and that is D. So on 21, we're talking D. And that says, because I have an important paper to do and you're not respecting my time. So I'm explaining why I'm feeling this frustration. And the fourth thing that you would do is C. So 22, the answer is C. And it says, I really need for you to get off the computer so I can get my work done. So you're explaining what you need to happen in order for your work to get done. So that's using effective communication skill, or iMessage. That's an effective communication skill. All right, this one is multiple choice. You got to pick A, being only females. This is for puberty. B is both. C is male only. D is it doesn't happen during puberty. So we're starting with number 23. Underarm hair happens to both males and females. More testosterone, that happens in males only. Ovulation begins only in females. That's the releasing of the female reproductive cell. Weight gain, everyone gains some weight because you're growing taller. 27, more estrogen produced. That's the female hormone to start puberty, so that is A. Menstruation is female. More muscles develop is males only. Erections, again, males only. Mood swings happens to everyone, so that's both. And the skeletal system strengthens, and that is D. That does not happen at all during puberty. All right, next set of multiple choice is about the health triangle. So you're determining if it affects your physical health, your mental, emotional health, your social health, or all three. So A for physical, B for mental, C for social, and D for all three. 33, you getting 8 hours of sleep or more each night. That is A. Being part of a youth group. That's making friends or being around other people. That's social, C. Listening attentively when someone is speaking to you. That is social. Being a good listener, being respectful. That goes back to your social skills. 36, taking a deep breath and counting to 10 when something upsets you. That's your mental and emotional health. Being able to control your emotions and your feelings. 37, eating healthy foods is physical. Hygiene absolutely is physical. Anything having to do with your body is physical. Trying out and making the high school or just the school basketball team, that is all three. It's obviously your physical because you'll be running and conditioning. You're being a part of a team, so that's your social, and it helps make you feel good about yourself, so that is your mental and emotional. Positive self-talk is mental and emotional, talking good about yourself. Journaling about your feelings each night is mental and emotional. And creating and participating in an exercise group with friends 3 times each week is all of them. So you're working on your physical, you're being a part of a group, which is social, and exercise makes you feel good about yourself, and so that is mental and emotional. Okay, moving on, last page. So turn your last test page over to the multiple choice section. So we're starting on 43. All right. Which of the following is a health behavior? We've talked about that a lot. Actually doing something is the behavior, so that is A. 44, which of the following is an example of a long-term goal? Long-term is months, so the only one that says anything longer than a week is D. 45, in order to create an accurate goal statement, you must consider all of the following except. It doesn't need to better the lives of the people around you. It can, but you're really, so that's the one that is C is the answer. You don't need to necessarily consider that. What you want to be able to do is measure your progress, make sure it's important to you, and figure out how you can achieve your goal. All right, 46. Which of the following would not be considered a barrier to reaching your goal of running a mile every day? And that's creating a check sheet that will only help you. Other things might take away your time. 47. All of the following are good ways to deal with emotions except texting everyone the details of your latest fight with a friend. That would make things worse. So that is not something that you want to do. 48. The female reproductive cell is called C, the ovum. So we're on 48. That's C, the ovum. 49. The male reproductive cell is called C, the sperm. Turning it over. 50. You can express your emotions in a healthy way by B, creating something artistic. Which of the following is responsible for beginning of puberty? And that is C, hormones. 52, communication style that is loud, pushy, or threatening is aggressive communication. That's A. All of the following are external influences on your behaviors except your A, self-esteem, that comes from within you. 54, when you stand up for something you believe in, you are living your values. So living your values means standing up for what you believe in. And 55, all the following are benefits of abstinence except false feelings of love and safety. That is not a benefit. Okay, so that is the test. Go over your answers. If there's one that was marked wrong that should be right, make sure you bring it up to me so I can fix your grade. And then move on to today's video about our notes.